For our new followers, I am Jennifer Gibbons-Joseph, life transition and financial coach. Connect Road to Wellness series is about baby boomers to help people 50 plus live a healthy, happy and energetic life. We started our journey with a visit to Be Well Medical, where I spoke to Dr. Polydor, and she advised about the importance of visiting the doctor regularly and having, very important checkups. We continue this journey, and I spoke to two gentlemen who shared with us stories about their health journey and their experiences. So, if you have not yet checked our videos, please visit CONEC's website at CONEC-TIONS.com and visit our media page. So, this is our final stop at Empower Nutrition, where I am going to chat with Mweia about healthy eating and fitness. And I know also that you have an interest in helping, baby boomers to eat healthy and to be fit. Yes. Now tell me, when you get the first visit, what actually happens at that first visit?
Okay, great. Well, let me start by saying I love working with my 50 plus clients.
Great.
We have quite a few, and I think it's such an exciting time of life, really, where you have an opportunity to focus on yourself, because most of our younger life, working life, we focus on everyone else. We focus on work, we focus on, the stress of life and building. But as we go into this stage of life, really, it's a good opportunity to reset, reflect on, what has been happening with you and how you would like your future to be as we move forward into the next, I like to say 30 plus years. Yes. Because the goal would be to get to 90 plus 100, right? So, and we want those years to be quality years.
So Mweia, when a client walks in, what exactly is the process?
Okay, great. So we usually get started with an assessment. In that assessment, we would assess your health history, your goals, your current eating habits and activity levels, as well as additional lifestyle factors that would affect your health, like sleep, stress levels, and how you deal with stress. So, and the other thing we do in that assessment would be a body scan, where we can assess not just your weight, but your body composition. Because of course, one of the challenges with aging is that we tend to lose muscle mass. So we do an assessment using our scale, which we'll have you step on later.
Sure.
And once we gather all that information, we work with you to create a plan to get you started based on what your most important needs are.
My concern would be, after all these tests, I may get a bit nervous. Yeah. Do you find really, is it a mind thing? Do you have to work with your client's mind first to get them started?
Mental aspect of any sort of lifestyle change is definitely important. I like to say it's very important. In that first session, we establish your why.
Okay.
So why is it important to you to be healthy at this stage of life? For some people, they would identify a deeper meaning in terms of they want to be around for their grandkids. They want to enjoy certain experiences, to go to the grandchildren graduation and all of that. For other people, they have current health issues that need to be addressed, and if they're not addressed, they will only get worse. So it's more, their motivation may be more immediate.
Okay.
But knowing what your why is, as in what is the long-term benefit that you're going to get from the changes that you will have to make, because there will be changes. It may be things that you're not accustomed to, things that you may not think you're ready for,
okay.
Right? But that's why we're here to work with you and hold your hand, if you would, along the way. But being open to those changes really comes from having that sense of purpose and deep connection to why and what your main motivation is.
Mweia, that's why. What is I would say, the more popular why? Okay. And in answering both for men and women.
So most of our over 50 clients, they do come initially, their main motivation that gets them here is weight management, and that would apply to both men and women.
Okay.
So, but it's slightly different from when you're younger. Now, don't get me wrong, of course, we want to look good at this age
Of course.
too, right? But in addition to looking good, we want to feel good, right? As in have the energy levels to do the things that we want to enjoy at this stage of life. We want to prevent the chronic diseases that are knocking on the doorstep. And most importantly, we realize that we are approaching a time of our life where function is jeopardized, as in being able to function or continue to function in a way that you are accustomed to without having to depend on other people is very important to a lot of our clients. So everything, especially the fitness aspect, yes, we may focus on the weight loss, but we also focus on functional fitness, keeping our bodies functioning at a level where we can continue to be independent and do the things that we want to do at this stage.
For me personally, I am very interested in how you get clients to stick to a diet.
Oh gosh.
Because I know, you do this nice screening or you test and you have charts and you say, yes, I am ready. But to get started, or even sometimes you get started, to continue on that journey of eating healthy could be very difficult. How you deal with that?
That is definitely a challenge for most people. It goes back to the mindset and being open to trying some different things than you may be accustomed to. And the changes that are necessary don't have to be grand, change everything about the way you eat, right? What we do with our eating and nutrition plans as nutritionists, we're also registered dietitians. So we do personalize each plan for your specific needs. So we like to move away from the healthy eating banner, which is a very vague way to think about eating, because so many people have different opinions about what is healthy and what is not healthy. And we're moving into, we like to call it smart eating.
Okay.
So we're making smarter choices because we help you to be more aware of what your personal needs are at this stage of your life. Because as we age, your needs change. So what you were doing in your 30s and 40s may no longer work for you at this stage. So really it's important to just be open to trying things a little differently, and we don't force people to eat anything they don't want to eat.
Sounds good.
If you don't like, you don't like broccoli, we're not going to say, well, you have to eat broccoli. We work with your personal preferences as well and try to make it as enjoyable for you as possible.
Okay, that sounds good for me. So I will make smarter choices.
Good.
You mentioned also about fitness, exercise. And as I walked in, I noticed all the machine, the treadmill, etc. Now, weight loss, as you mentioned, is the utmost in your mind. We want to look good.
Yes.
50 plus, we want to look good. But still, going on those machines could be a bit intimidating. Is there any special machine you recommend that may be easier than the other? What do you tell your clients to get them to go up on that machine?
So Jennifer, you are definitely right in that some clients do see the machines and get intimidated. I like to say that the best machine is this one that God gave us.
Okay.
Right? In that you do not have to use machines in order to reach your goal, in order to improve your fitness, in order to lose weight. So if you're now starting out, as in you haven't been active, you haven't been doing any form of exercise, walking is really the best place to start once you're able. If you have injuries or things, knee problems, and we prevent the walking, then we can discuss other options. But once you're able, walking outdoors is really the best place to start, right? We do have clients that come here because if they know, if they're honest with themselves, that if they do not come, nothing will happen. So we come and we do incorporate walking on the treadmill, but not that is better than walking outside.
Okay.
So once you can walk outside, I always recommend you start with that, because you get the additional benefits of sunshine and vitamin D and things we take for granted but we need more of as we age. Alright, so the other machines, so we have a bike, we have a treadmill, and then we do a lot. We do some strength training as well. We incorporate yoga, Pilates, TRX, which is a machine that, not even a machine, it's a device that allows you to use your own body weight, so that we have our 70-something-year-old clients doing push-ups and rows and things that they otherwise may not be able to do on their own. So start with what God gave you, which is your body.
That's very encouraging. Yes.
Right, so if I'm to go a little further in terms of if you do have access to machines like the cardio machines, what might be most effective? I like the bike, because while the treadmill can burn quite a few calories, most seniors are not able to run or get to the point where they can run on the treadmill. So they would start walking and we gradually try to increase the speed, but just in terms of comfort and safety, getting to the point where we can increase the speed to a running speed is usually not recommended, right? Unless you were a runner before and you're accustomed to that. Whereas on the bike, we have, you feel safe,
yes,
you're stable, and you still get a great workout and you're able to go fast, slow. We have clients that, trying to break the bike because they're going so fast, but it's very fulfilling.
Right.
As in, you're not limited by, one speed. You're not stuck in that slow speed that you might be stuck in on your treadmill.
Before I close, I want to chat a bit about the nutrition, going back to nutrition. I'm using myself as an example. When you hear about eating healthy, you hear about eating a lot of fruits and vegetables and staying off certain things like meat, etc. But how real is that, for persons who may not like vegetables?
Some people, as we know, do not eat vegetables at all. As we get older, our needs change, as I mentioned earlier. So I'll just give you my top 3 things that our 50-plus viewers may want to keep in mind as they think about making some changes in their eating patterns. So number 1 would be water. So before we even get to the food, and Jennifer, you and I have spoken about this at length, because when I first met you, you drank no water.
Now I'm drinking lots.
So you've made some changes in that department. Yes. Why it's really important, especially as we get older, over 50, we actually lose our thirst sensation. It's a mechanism in our brain that triggers us to feel thirsty, and that can decline in function as we age. So some older people never feel thirsty. So if you're waiting until you're thirsty to drink water, they can go all day without drinking water. And dehydration can kill you when it gets extreme. Right? It also affects things like blood pressure, blood sugar. So staying hydrated is very, very important. And it slows the aging process, prevents the wrinkles and all of that.
That's the motivator.
Lots of benefits to the water.
Yes.
Also helps your metabolism to stay where it should be. So I like to incorporate a few tricks, right? How much water we should be drinking. It is dependent on your activity level, your weight, your goals. But ideally, at least for women, 2 liters, and for men, 3 liters a day, as a general guideline. Now, keeping track of that could be a little challenging. So I like to recommend getting a nice big bottle
Okay.
of water, so you know, okay, I need 3 of these for the day. So once you finish it, you refill it, and you know, okay, I refilled it twice, I reached my goal. Whereas, you know, if you just grab a cup here and you drink another cup later, and you may lose track, and it's harder to track, but you really want to get on top of your water game. Okay, so number 2, we want to address the vegetables. We all need vegetables. How often? Every day. And as we get older, vegetables has even more of the things that we need as we get older. So we actually need a little bit more. The challenge is sometimes they become more challenging to eat, because whether we have dental issues, chewing the vegetables can become an issue, or even having someone to prepare them in a way that you like. So a couple of tips would be, you don't always have to eat the vegetables, right? So it doesn't have to be raw. Can be cooked, but can be, you know, maybe more callaloo more often. So it can be blended and cooked like callaloo. Can be cooked into soups, right? So adding lots of vegetables into whatever soup you might be preparing, so it's easy to digest, easy to chew. The other idea would be to blend or drink the vegetables. So more popular, a lot of people now have their magic bullet, so they can blend drinks. So you don't just want to blend fruits, which is what we tend to like, right? The fruits, you all add some vegetables into that fruit blend. So you pick 1 or 2 fruits and 2 or 3 vegetables. So there are more vegetables than fruits. The veggies cover up the taste of the fruits cover up the taste of the veggies. So it still tastes good, but you're getting some veggies in, right? So it could be, the benefit of blending is that you get all the fiber and vitamins and minerals. Some people do opt for a juicer, where you just get the juice and it takes out the fiber. But ideally, you want to keep some of the fiber. So those are some tips for how we could increase the vegetables that we need to get on a daily basis. And number 3 tip that I would say is important for us to think about, at any age, but especially as we get older, we actually need more protein, because as I mentioned, your muscles are trying to degenerate. So we need to feed the muscles enough protein so that they can stay strong, stay functional. So again, meat can pose a problem. I find a lot of our seniors, they lose a taste for meat, right? Doesn't have to be that you eat meat per se, but you have to get your protein from somewhere. So if you're choosing not to eat meat or cut down on the meat, you want to incorporate other types of protein, like more beans, more fish, seafood, which might be softer, easier to eat, and include, like, you get protein from milk, yogurt, things of that nature if you're moving away from the meat. So making sure that at least 2-3 times for the day you're having a good source of protein.
Ready? Go ahead.
Mweia, I am so happy that you're part of CONEC's Road to Wellness. To my viewers, please follow us on CONEC Coaching website. Visit our media page and view all the videos on our Road to Wellness. You can tell your friends, or please tell your friends, your families, your colleagues to take care of their health.